Hi guys. So I'm going to show you a very easy art activity that I do in my Art for Healing class. I found this online and I'm so sorry I can't credit the person I found it from. I just can't remember who it was. But it's a really fun and simple activity. And in my Art for Healing class, we focus a lot on the process of art making and how it can be relaxing and grounding and meditative, and how we can sort of give um, our thinking brains and all of the cerebral work that our brains do all day a little bit of a break, and let things sort of flow from our body. We work on releasing our attachment to the final product and really enjoying the process of making art. All right, so that's what this project is about. So I have a watercolor set. I have a little bit of water. I've got a paintbrush. It's nothing special. Okay, it's a pretty cheap paintbrush. I've got a straw. This one is made of agave nectar, so it's biodegradable, which I find groovy. So all you're going to do is get all of the little cells in your watercolor pans wet. You want to have a lot of water in each of your colors. You need it to be fairly watery. So I'm adding all of this water in. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick a color. I'm gonna pick green, okay? And I'm gonna swirl around all of that water in the pan so it gets really saturated with the color. And I'm gonna load up my brush with a lot of paint, all right? Then I'm gonna take that brush on a little piece of watercolor paper, and I'm just going to blop it down like this on the paper. It's already running, which is great. All right, so I'm blopping it down. I'm gonna choose, I think I'm gonna choose to go just sort of like a monotone here, just go green for this demo, but you can absolutely combine lots and lots of colors. All right, but I've got a fair number of watercolor blobs on here. All right, so the next step is to take my straw and to start blowing the paint around on my little canvas. It creates some really interesting patterns. And, you know, I see these like almost like little tributaries, little rivers that are just taking off and going whatever direction they want. All right, now I'm gonna scrap my monotone idea and I'm going for more color. So I'm gonna get some orange in here. I'm gonna blop that down on my canvas, just like this. Get a little bit of red, love red, blop that down. And then I'm gonna do the same thing. So I'm gonna take my straw, and you can sort of blow it in one direction and sort of follow the tributary all the way, or you can swirl your straw around a little bit, and that can make some smaller, sort of like more tributaries going off from the main source here. And you start ending up with a really beautiful composition that anyone can do. It gives you something unexpected. And in the end, it might look something like this. I've got a few different samples of some different ones, but what you can do in the end, once it dries, is you can take a black marker and you can trace your little tributaries. So here are a few where the Sharpie or black marker has traced the tributaries. You don't even have to trace them all. You can just trace some. But once my piece is dry there, it's very simple. I'll just take a marker and sort of in this mindless way, it's very satisfying to just follow the patterns of the paint in whatever way you're feeling called. Just follow the paint patterns. You might skip some. You might not get them all. You might want to get every single one. But you end up with a really beautiful, abstract, unique, one-of-a-kind piece of work. And they're all fun and beautiful. You can do one color, two colors, or multiple colors. And what I did with my students is we then cut them and mounted them onto a piece of construction paper and created cards for folks. You could also just use them as they are and make a little postcard or a note. You could frame them and hang them. But it's a great way to make some art, give your brain a little bit of a rest, and just go with the flow. All right, have fun.